We just kind of got in our rhythm, kind of got things going, made a couple checks, the checks that we needed to make and got going.
They had a lot of pressure. They brought pressure all the time. How did that impact you guys as far as play calling or things you really wanted to do?
Not much. We knew that was going to bring pressure.
Was this the most blitz pickup you ever had in your life in one game?
I won't say in my life, but it was a lot today.
The long run, you had a 38-yard run that helped on the touchdown drive. Just kind of describe what you saw there and what that
Shoot, I saw a big old hole. The offensive line got a lot of push. The receiver, he got his block on the outside. All I had to do was run.
The play, I mean, there was a few plays that were close that the team didn't make. There was a wide receiver screen. Looked like that was open if you had just caught it and beaten. Did you see an opening there?
Yeah, definitely. Of course, we made some mistakes today that cost us. It comes with the game.
When your defense plays as well as it did against that offense, is it frustrating from an offensive perspective to not have held up your end of it?
Yeah, because we feel like we're letting our brothers down.
How physical of a game was it out there?
It was pretty physical, all 4 quarters.
Devin, what was the difference, whether what they were doing or what, that the offense wasn't able to perform like we've seen the past 3 weeks where you guys have been probably the best you've been all year?
I would say in the beginning we kind of got off to a slow start, but they did give us some issues that that we had to address. So it was just kind of tough throughout the game, but towards the end we got it together.
How do you make sure this loss doesn't cost you guys 2 weeks and you can get right back on it on a big national stage next week?
Right. We know what we did. We're gonna go back and watch the tape, see what we got to fix. We know we got a chance. We got a team, so we're gonna stick together and keep fighting.
I had likened this one to the New England loss, about being so close against such a high-caliber team. Do you kind of have the same feeling after this where you ran with them, but you couldn't get over the hump?
Nah, I wouldn't say it's the same feeling at all. I feel like we got way better since then. It was just a couple mistakes that cost us today.
Did something change once the offense started? Did you guys make some kind of adjustment? What changed when the offense started to really get it in gear, especially as the second half wore on?
We just made the adjustments that we needed to make, and we got rolling.
Devin, for you, it's your 3rd straight game going over 100 scrimmage yards. What have there been, if any, keys to your recent success?
It's just a process, Of course, you get better with time, and I got a lot of great guys around me.
Is that big boy football basically today? Was that like a pretty physical game?
100%. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. We knew that. Watching film, we knew that was going to be the type of game that was going to be played. We weren't wrong. It was big boy football out there today, and we felt like we did fairly well for the most part. Except for that play and a few others, kind of in the red zone that we felt like we could have got. We definitely went back.
How were you guys able to manage Lamar Jackson? He rarely seemed to really get outside with his legs and really hurt you?
I think the coaches had a good game plan. We felt like all week we had a good game plan going into this game. He had a few runs that got out. They had a few plays that got out, but for the most part, like I said, I wish we had that long one and a few red zone plays back.
A lot of it was running to him first, not letting him make the first move. How much of that was the idea behind it?
I don't think it was necessarily running to him first. I think it was just everybody doing their job. A guy on a guy, 11 on 11, and we obviously want to stop him. He's kind of the focal point of that offense, and he's the one that creates a lot of big plays with his arms and his legs. So, we went out there and just try to be consistent, do your job, and like I said, for the most part, we did that.
You know how good he's been. I'm sorry, you know how good he's been. Was he sort of what you expected when you're out there on the field with him?
Yeah, he's as advertised. He's a great player. He's a good player, and they got a lot of great players around him. And they do a lot of stuff to get your eyes all mixed up. And that offense is tough. But like I said, I feel like we held our own. We did a pretty good job. Got a takeaway. We got some 3 and outs. Towards the end of the game, got some big 3 and outs to get our offensive ball back. At the end of the day, we gave ourselves a chance to win the ball game, but we got to come out on top next time.
As well as you guys played, how tough is that loss to take to that team?
Anytime you lose in this league is tough. As much. I probably watched more film this week than I ever have in my life, just a week's prep. just because they do so much, and you had to go in mentally strong, or else, you'd be confused. And so, we felt like we put everything out there. Understand though, it's week by week thing. We'll watch the film, correct it, and we're ready to go next week.
Micah, what's the mood in the locker room after a game where it seems like the defense did everything it could to win the game, and offense didn't carry that weight until late in the fourth quarter?
We're not going to sit here and divide offense defense. We're a team in here. We understand that the defense could have did a lot of things better to get put the offense better position, get the ball back. Don't give it that long play, stop them a little more in the red zone, force field goals. Like I said, for the most part, we held our own on defense, but we could have did more for the offense to maybe give them a little better field position.
After it's such
what
a.
can you take from hanging with those guys right toward the end?
We already knew, going into this game, we're a good football team. I don't think going out there and losing by a touchdown to the #1 team in the power rankings gives us any more confidence than we already had. We understand we're a good football team. We wanted to win that game. We weren't putting them on a pedestal or anything. That's a good football team, but we felt like going into this game, we put a lot of prep in and just came up a little short.
As a veteran leader, how do you have to make sure that this thing doesn't linger? It's such an emotional loss, obviously.
It's week to week in this league. The good teams are able to, flush wins, flush losses, and move on to the next week. And I have all the confidence in the world. This team and the leaders on this team and the coaches and stuff are able to do that.
Micah, what happened on the first touchdown of the second half, the one right back, the 60-yard throw?
Just miscommunication on the back end. We got to do better job on that. We're doing so much, as a defense, just with your eyes and stuff. Just bad communication, and it resulted in a long play by them.
I mean, you didn't win, but you did enough, don't you think?
Yeah, our coaches did a fantastic job of giving us a game plan to get us ready for this week. Monday through Friday, we did a great job of just studying that game plan, and it gave us a chance to win the ball game. We just needed one more turnover to kind of help our offense out.
It looked like you guys were very well prepared for his ball handling. Like you guys cut the edge. You really weren't fooled too many times. There's been teams that have looked silly against him.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I tip our hats to our coaching staff. They did a fantastic job of getting us ready, making sure that everybody understood their jobs, understood what they needed to do to go out there and play. Second half, he took his white sleeves off, so we just knew he was going to pull the ball a little bit more. So, those little tips and things like that, those help us to go out there and play fast.
And not that you needed affirmation about how good your defense is, but does a game like this just enhance that feeling that you have that kind of caliber defense against a team of this magnitude?
I know, because we want to win ball games. We understand, playing teams close and, keeping guys under whatever their milestones is for the season is great. But to go out and get a W, especially against a playoff caliber team who we know we'll see again. So I think for us it would have been great to go out there and get that W and give the home crowd what they rightfully deserve.
Jerry, what was the referee upset about on that personal foul call?
Anybody else?
Jerry, what are your thoughts on the chance of maybe facing these guys again?
I'm excited for the challenge. Like I said, our coaching staff got us prepared this week, so I know they're going to keep doing the same, getting us ready for Pittsburgh. But this is a very talented team. They play well on all phases, special teams, defense, offense. So, playing a team like this, we knew we were going to come out here and bring our A game. We fell short, but we know we can still learn and grow from this.
You watched a lot of tape of this guy, video. Is seeing him up front like a different an experience, up close?
I mean, we know he's going to dance and he's going to put on a show. So, like I said, it's great that, everyone kind of took the game plan, took the coaching throughout the week, stayed real disciplined, stayed home, played their technique, because we know he can go out there and be a human highlight reel at any point in time. So, we went out there and just did our job. And like I said, our coaches did a fantastic job of getting us ready this week.
What was the first quarter? You guys really kind of struggled to move the ball. You did a little bit later. What did you figure out on your end?
I mean, we just had I think we had 7 or something 3-and-outs. We just got to do better on first down. They were in our backfield a little bit.
Is that the most physical team you played this year too?
Up there. I couldn't tell you who #1 is right now, but they were definitely a physical front. They're a real good team, coached well. They believe they're #1 team, and I mean, they did good. They showed it.
Coming off the win over Dallas, how tough is this loss? I mean, any loss is tough to take. I get that, but coming off that big win and the great feeling everybody had, is this loss any tougher to take?
No, all losses suck. I mean, we're 9-4. We got to get back. I mean, we play on Sunday Night Football next week. And I mean, the Steelers been rolling, and they're fighting for a playoff spot.
When they went up 2 scores and you got it back, what was the mentality? You guys ended up, getting down the field pretty quickly. What was the mentality when you were down? Like
I mean, we believed in our defense, and our defense did a hell of a job today. Man, we believed. I mean, I had no doubt in my mind if we would have scored that last touchdown, we would have won in overtime.
Is there any consolation at all that you guys just went toe to toe with what most people believe right now are maybe the Super Bowl favorites in this league?
Not really. I mean, if we would have played better, I think we would have won. But I mean, hats off to them.